Earlier this year, Amazon announced updates to its lineup of security brands Ring and Blink, with Ring getting a new spotlight cam and Blink getting a swivelly mount. Meet the new Blink Mini Pan and Tilt camera. It's Blink's newest solution to its previously stationary Blink Mini. In the box, you'll find a dome-shaped mount, a power cable, and a Blink Mini all ready to go when paired with the app. Everything about the Blink Mini Pan and Tilt feels like a standard indoor camera. It comes with everything you'd need, like two-way talk, night vision, motion alerts, and even a trial to Blink's cloud service. But while I appreciate Blink's clever shortcut around creating a new PTZ camera, it's really hard to get over just how goofy this thing looks. So let's get into it. Can this robotic sock puppet protect your home better than a regular camera? Let's find out. If you've ever used a Blink Mini camera, you've already experienced the Blink Mini Pan and Tilt. The only difference between the Mini and the Pan and Tilt is the stand. That's it. Upon further investigation, the Mini I had on hand fit perfectly well onto the stand, so you can swap out any Blink Mini for the one that comes in the box. All the actions, settings, and playback for the PT can be found in the Blink app. After installing, the app automatically signed me up for the Blink Cloud trial, which allows me to play back clips and then save them to my phone. Without that cloud trial, you'll need a Blink Sync module too, which serves as local storage. On its own, the camera is pretty middle of the road. Its video is clear 1080p, and the audio is much better than the Blink doorbell that I tested earlier this year. So if the only difference between this and this is this, then what's the big deal? While the camera is the same, the biggest advantage to the Blink Mini PT is view. The rotating mount can move 350 degrees horizontally, 125 degrees vertically, and the 110-degree field of vision from the Blink Mini can see the entirety of whatever room you're in. Plus, controlling it in the app is just a simple keypad: up, down, left, right. The home button in the middle recenters the camera back to its home position in dead center. You can reprogram this home position to face anywhere you please too, whether it's the front entryway, your pet's kennel, or the kids' play area, wherever. Unfortunately though, there are no wall mounting screws included with the Blink PT. So mounting it to the wall or ceiling may take a little bit of DIY trickery, but all it needs is a small bolt to screw the base into. An even bigger missing feature is its lack of motion tracking, the one thing I hoped would set it apart from other Blink cameras. Motion tracking is a feature I've seen in other PTZ cameras lately. Take the Yidome U for example. When cameras like this catch motion, this setting tells them to follow the action. So it can turn to view someone talking in the room or watch someone cross its field of vision. But Blink doesn't do this. All its movement needs to be manual. As far as features and the app goes, the Blink Mini PT doesn't get a lot of new stuff. Other than moving, everything you can do with the Blink PT, you can do with the Mini. Here are a couple of universal Blink features that I did like though. Within the home view, you can take a snapshot of what the camera sees. This will replace the thumbnail for a quick view when you can't watch a live video feed. If you're away and get a notification or the live stream won't load, it's a pretty quick and practical way to check in. There's also an arm and disarm option just below the video feed. Switching these will trigger motion alerts. When you're home and safe, there's no need to get constant motion alerts from every camera. So this is a good way to reduce false alarms. Just be sure to arm it when you do leave. Within the video feed, you can tell the PT to do a 360-degree check, extend the live view, and access device settings. This is also where you can access two-way talk through the camera speaker.
Test, check, check. This is what the Blink Mini Pan Tilt sounds like.
As for the camera settings, they're identical to the normal Blink Mini and other Blink cameras. You can toggle motion features, clip length and notification, streaming quality, and all that good stuff. The only pan and tilt settings in the app currently are for firmware and calibration. which is a little disappointing. This is exactly where I expected to see something for motion tracking or literally anything more exciting. In my opinion, the Blink Mini Pan Tilt may not be the best use of $60 out there. The stand adds a little mobility to an already decent camera, but not much else. If you're looking to watch over a large room full of pets or kids, this might be a good solution, but a better one would be just a well-placed Blink Mini. The field of view is already adequate for wide spaces, and you can mount a Blink Mini much more easily than its dizzy counterpart. I also thought the sound and the video from the Mini exceeded my expectations. As for the mount itself, it feels just a little too goofy to scare off intruders. Maybe it's an attempt to make indoor security cameras seem friendlier, but to me, it feels like a weird robotic puppet. Ultimately, Blink's attempt to cut cost while staying competitive is a nice try, but it comes off cartoony. Unless you're dedicated to Blink as your camera brand, you're much better off with a cheaper PTZ camera that doesn't require any extra steps. That's it for me on the Blink Mini Pan Tilt. We have more resources in the description if you want to see our reviews on other Blink gear and security cameras. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We come out with new videos like this every week. Thanks for watching and stay safe.
Thanks for watching. And if you want more safety, head over to safewise.com and you can find reviews and our lineups of best home security systems, best wireless cameras, and more. Stay safe.